Hello guys and welcome back to TierSpec TV and another Jimny mod video. Today with the first performance modification for my Jimny. I say first, but I don't have any others planned at this point. That is the Forge Motorsport Intake kit that we have right here. Looking around online at Jimny's and Jimny Style's website, it seems like this is another one of the kind of popular must-have whatever Jimny mods that should give a small increase in performance. We'll see about that. And also induction noise. Let's be honest, that's what we're most interested in. And we have the whole kit right here, and it should be a relatively easy install, I believe, from what I have seen online. There's a piece of paper here with a QR code where you can get instructions. I have done so. And then the kit is basically a bunch of piping, as you can see here, and some brackets and things, another bracket thingy. But the piece de resistance, maybe I should just not speak French. The bit that is most interesting or lovely in this kit, and that is this. I'm actually unboxing this for the first time, so I haven't seen this in person yet. But we have this carbon fiber intake. Seems a bit weird to be fitting carbon fiber to my Jimny, nor did I think that the first car I would have with carbon fiber pieces would be a Suzuki Jimny. Look at that. That looks like it's straight off of a race car. Forge, made in Great Britain. There we have this beautiful carbon fiber intake that looks huge, actually. That is lovely. So that is, I guess, kind of the big important bit in all this, is this lovely carbon fiber intake right here. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what this does to the noise. I've just been out for a little spin in the Jimny to record some sound clips of the stock intake or induction sound. And then we can, once we've fitted this, we will of course go for a drive and see how much of a difference this makes. And I have seen some clips online, and I think it will make a difference. The performance bit, I don't know. I mean, it's a Jimny, it's got 100 and something horsepower, so we're not going to be breaking any records, but if we get a nice little growl out of this Jimny, that would be rather cool. Now, rather than me standing here and trying to justify this modification or explain every little benefit of it, I'm just going to read the product description from Forge Motorsport's own website, because in my experience with relatively minor performance modifications, their descriptions tend to be quite dramatic and really dig into every little detail and benefit that the mod will give you. So, here we go. This induction kit for the Jimny was designed with cold air in mind. The carbon canister protects the cold air that is drawn to the inlet tract through the Forge fabricated duct that is situated just behind the headlight. This kit ensures your engine's inlet temperatures are kept at a minimum to aid giving your engine the best in performance and longevity. Noise is also improved throughout the rev range, along with low-end torque and high-end horsepower improvements throughout the rev range. Aesthetically, the Forge induction kit really adds a visual impact to your engine bay, along with power improvements. This really is a must for every Suzuki enthusiast. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to live up to these expectations, of course, but yeah, that was far more interesting than me trying to explain it to you. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with fitting it. So what we're replacing basically is all of this pipework and the airbox here, and also this bit of piping right here. So to start out, we need to get rid of these two, and then there should be, I think, 3 or 4 bolts in here. So let's give that a go. There we go. Okay. That just needed a bit of persuasion and a bit of leverage with this one. And I think that's the airbox loose. According to the instructions, this should be removable now, but it definitely feels like something's holding onto it down here. Is that just... Oh, there we go. Okay. It's just this little sort of popper thing. Had to come off. There you go. There is the stock airbox and intake out. We can chuck that to the side. So next thing is to remove this bit of hose. There's a sensor here which I just unclipped, and then I think this just pulls out, I hope. Yep, a little sensor guy here. And then another hose clip on the back end here. I think I need to remove that extension. And then give it a bit of a wiggle. There we go. And then this pipe here as well. There we go. Whew. And I think that's the last stock piece that needs to come off. So this is where we need to start getting new bits out. This is the replacement part of that back end of the hose that we just removed. It's the nice shiny Forge piece. And then we've got a big bag of clips and screws and things, so all of the fasteners and fitting bits you need are included. We don't need to reuse the old bits, which is nice. Don't drop these in the engine bay, Liam. We've got a bag within a bag. So that is the bracket, I think, for the carbon piece. And we got a few screws and washers and things in here. I guess that goes onto there. Oh, hang on, probably should put the clamp on first. So that would be this one. Yes. You can slide the hose over, that goes on really nice and easily. And then we need to reattach this sensor and this oil breather pipe. That's in. And then this one, this little sensor, I'm gonna pop this in. That was easy. And then we just need to reattach this clamp. For this next part, we need to get this piece ready to be fitted, which means getting the bracket attached to it. So that's this L bracket, as it's called in the instructions. This one, and then we need some screws. Let me just check the instructions. Being so delicate, I don't want to scratch this beautiful carbon fiber. Again, feels a little bit strange to be putting this on a Jimny. So I'm thinking, oh, I almost lost a screw. Put that back. Okay, so then this, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Okay, figured this out now. This is just very stiff, and we need to pull it out from here. Once we've got those 3 screws out, there we go. You can see the air filter sitting inside. So we need this, which they call the anti-vibration bush. We need 2 M6 screws here and 2 M6 washers to go along with that. So there we go. Bracket is in place with the anti-vibration bush. The next bit is just to refit this, and then we can get back to the car. Okay, so now it is time to get this fitted to the car. So I guess we need another hose clamp first. Slide that over there. And then we slot this one into the hose. And then this bracket is going to line up down here. We had this little, I don't even know what you call that on the original, but we're going to be replacing it with this screw here. So we need a washer either side. So instructions tell me that this should be 13 either side. For me, 12mm spanner fits perfectly on top, so don't know what's going on there. But on the bottom, I'm pretty sure it's a 13, but it's quite awkward to access this one. There we go, okay, it popped on. Right, that's better. So now we should be able to tighten this. Okay, I think that's plenty tight enough, that's not going anywhere. So that was a 12 on top and a 13 on bottom. I'm pretty sure the instructions said 13 on both sides. Don't know what's going on there, but anyway, it meant that I could use a spanner on each side because they're 2 different sizes. So that's good. Okay, then we've got this bracket we need to attach into here. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. And lastly, we have this bit of hose to finish the install, which, yeah, I guess this one, oh, again, I keep forgetting my hose clamps. Put the hose clamp on, slide this onto the filter pod here, and this, I guess we just kind of squeeze into this hole down here. Yes, we do. Okay, so that slides nicely into the hole down on this bracket here. That's on. And then we have this hose clamp right here. Is that an 8mm like the others? Nope. It was a 7mm. Oh, and we didn't tighten this one up back here. Whoops, just noticed that. So obviously always good to check if you've tightened everything up, because I had only loosely put this one on at the back here. Cool, so I think that's everything. We've got the intake slotted into here, hose clamps all tightened up, there's 3 of them, all done, oil breather and this sensor here all in place, bracket here tightened up. I think we're good to go. So I know I did make fun of the product description earlier, but I have to say this does look awesome. I love the way it looks so badass, this huge carbon intake sitting here in the engine bay. We've got one last thing we need to do for this install, and that is maybe the most satisfying part. To remove this plastic Forge made in Great Britain. And then lastly, of course, let's go for a drive. Okay, there's definitely a noticeable difference in sound. Oh, okay, I got up to about just a bit over, it was like 4.2 or something, and it got better. I hope that comes across on camera. I've purposely, I'm not using my lapel microphone because I want you to hear all the sound, so I apologize if my, the voice sound quality is not as good. But like I said, I want you to get like all the ambient sound of this, this induction noise now, so I'm using the built-in microphone on the cameras. Let's just slow down a bit. I need to get up in those revs. Let's go down to second and just boot it. Oh my god! That sounds nuts! What is this? This little Jimny! Oh my god. What is that? That's so silly! I love it! Just nothing, and then like, just like Chewbacca noises out of nowhere. Oh boy. Okay, I think we've got to go out on the motorway. We need to take this to the next level. That's brilliant. Okay, that was almost 6. Almost got up to 6 there. 6,000 revs, I mean. But yeah, I need to get on the motorway, otherwise I'm pushing the boundaries of the speed limit a bit, even in this Jimny, to try and get those revs up to where I want them to be. Oh, that's so fun! Oh. What? There's nothing, I swear, there is nothing on this earth that makes me smile or giggle like a good engine or exhaust sound. It's nothing. It's just like this smile, this giggle, it only comes out when you get silly car noises. There are also some aftermarket exhausts you can get for the Suzuki Jimny. One is from Forge Motorsport, the same brand of this air intake. Then there's also one from High Peak, which is Jimny Style's own brand. And I think there's 1 or 2 others. And I've contemplated getting them. I'm not, like, I don't think I'm going to do it anytime soon. This is where it cuts to me ordering one or fitting one. But I think... yeah, that could be in something interesting down the line, but honestly, this sounds amazing as it is. now cruising 5th gear, 110 kilometers an hour, and it's calm. You don't hear it, it's just under that acceleration, but wow, what a noise. What a brilliant noise. And I hope it comes through on camera. That's something I have to say from my experience of filming cars, going to car shows, things like that. You know, hearing a sound of a car on a YouTube video and then seeing it in real life, you realize how much the cameras just don't do exhaust notes and engine noises justice. They really don't. You know, I'm a car lover through and through, not just of like 4x4s and Defenders and stuff. So I've been to shows like Goodwood Festival of Speed and seen hundreds of YouTube videos of all kinds of cars, and you go to places like Festival of Speed and see them in real life, and you know, you realize that the videos don't do them justice. So I'm sure that this doesn't, I'm sure it sounds good on camera, but you know, things are always better in the flesh. I realized while editing this video that in all the excitement of the noise that this thing now makes, I completely forgot to talk about any kind of performance gains. And I do think there is a slight improvement in low-end torque, but without doing a side-to-side comparison or having a dyno or something like that, it's hard to come up with a definitive answer and know whether it's just a placebo effect. But I almost think it's worth it for the noise alone. It is a lot of fun, and I find myself just revving it out constantly to get that noise now. And it was really easy to install, so I can highly recommend this mod. And I bought it through Jimny Style, just like everything else that has been fitted to this Jimny so far. And there are still a couple of mods to come for this Jimny, so stay tuned for that. But that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.